what's up? How are you? I'm glad you're here. Here we are again, getting it done. So today I just want to talk to you about two things, and that's looping and then also song number 8 and how that's coming along. And I actually want to show you how I'm getting that song worked out. Those are the two things I want to cover today. When I talk about looping, it's mainly my journey in looping and how I kind of got started with looping. My journey with looping started when I was in my 20s, I believe. I saw a couple of artists and they were using a delay pedal. They were actually using this Boss digital delay. I don't know if it was this exact model. I actually have the DD5. Now I think Boss has some fancy delay pedals now up to like DD500 or DD300. They have a DD8 that's pretty similar to this, so it's a little newer or a newer style than this one. So this one's the DD5. The artist I would watch, they would use the hold function on here to loop. And so when I was in my 20s, I was always trying to get my drum machine, I'd hit play, and then I'd have to time it just right. And I never really understood how to use the functions, these ins and outs, so maybe that could have helped with getting the syncing a little better. Never really looked into that. That was the extent of my live looping and how I would do it for a long time as I would use this pedal. It did me a lot of good. Like I learned a lot with this pedal and timing of loops and just playing with other people with the loop, and very limiting to what I needed it for. Nonetheless, I learned a lot from this pedal and very happy to have it on my pedal board. So that's where my looping journey began. Then, I took a little break from music for a while, and then I wanted to get into looping again because it's always been something that I enjoy. I enjoy playing multiple instruments and then stacking sounds. Then I went and bought this one here, and this one's a really nice pedal too. It's a pedal made by Electro Harmonics. It's the 1440, and it's a really good pedal. So I got this one. It did a lot of things that I wanted, but it was missing a few things, some features that I wish I would have known a little bit more about live looping or what I wanted to do with looping at that particular time when I bought this one. This one is still a really good pedal. I don't use it as much because it's a little tricky for me to use, but I was thinking of incorporating it as well. That's why I haven't gotten rid of it, but I try not to get rid of musical instruments that I buy. I really think that I can use them at some point for something else or maybe a one-off thing. So once I get my hands on a musical instrument, I'm kind of a little bit of a hoarder and I keep them. This one, I think I have plans for it. I'm not there yet. I'm still working on the looping. And then I moved on to this TC Electronics Ditto 4X, and this is a workhorse. This pedal is really cool. I bought this used. Bought that one new too, but this one I bought used, and it's got the MIDI, and I sync this with Ableton, and I've been using this for a while and using it to sync to the drum machine. This is an awesome pedal. Like, you can stack multiple loops on these, and it's got some effects on it, and so I've really enjoyed this pedal. Like, I still use it, and so now I'm trying to still incorporate this because I see some things that I can use this for that are gonna enhance the sound that I'm trying to produce. So this is an awesome pedal. I definitely recommend this pedal if you're into looping or just getting started, just because it's a good introductory pedal into that. And then now I recently bought this one. And this is just the button that's going to hook up to the Push 2, which a couple of episodes here I've talked about enjoying using that particular instrument, but I'm going to step into this realm a little bit, using this one and possibly this one, and I still use my delay pedal, so I've just grown into more pedals now. So this one's going to work with Ableton and the looper there, so I'm pretty excited to start working with this looper. I haven't really totally gotten into this. I'm still new to the Push 2. But yeah, I'm excited to start using this. So my pedal board has just grown a little bit more. It's just a little different now. So, but yeah, that's my looping journey so far, and why I'm super excited to have the Push now, because it's really meant for people that like to do looping and live looping. Ableton's a very good program for that. So I'm excited to now venture into that part of looping for myself, getting away from this, or actually adding more looping is what I'm really doing here. So let me show you song number 8. So that leads me into that. So let me talk to you about song number 8 before I show you on the computer what's going on with that. So as you guys remember, I kind of lost some of my music, and so I kind of started rebuilding. I put song number 8, I kind of backed off a little bit on it because I wanted to take a break from it and not just put out anything. So now I started working on it again, and now I've got it to a point where now I just need to review it a little bit more and maybe write a couple of different little parts here. The song is now structured to where I can start laying down the foundation, which would be the beat, the drums, and then just putting down the song. I've now come up with a chorus, which I'm really excited about, which leads the song for me. I don't know how anybody else writes lyrics. I like to write lyrics after the song is done, or just, you know, completely separate from the song. But I like it when the song's pretty full, and that way I can put words on top of what's already there, on top of the music. So that's how I like to put poetry or write lyrics. So that's what I'm doing now, is now the song is not completely done, but I feel like it's pretty solid, so I can start writing lyrics. And I definitely found a chorus that I really like, so I'm gonna start developing the song a lot more. So that should be here pretty quick. So I'm really pumped on that. So let me show you that on the, hopefully this is helping you with some of your looping decisions on how you, if you're interested in looping, maybe you might go down this route, or you might go straight into getting a Push and using Ableton or some other type of looping. But that's how currently I'm using looping. That's how I plan to do the looping with my art right now. So if you do looping and you've got some good links or good ideas on how you do it, let me know. That'd be awesome. Send me a DM, and I'll check out what you do, and maybe that'll help me too as well. So, yeah, so let me show you song number 8 here. So with song number 8, really what I want to show is how I've organized the song, how I've labeled it, kind of put it together, assembled the song. So these are the tracks, so I've labeled all the tracks, that way I know what they are. So I've got a organ, a church organ, a bass. I've also got a beat here and another beat, and then here I have I believe that's another beat as well, and then I have some other sounds coming through here, and then the guitar as well. So I broke up the guitar as the first part, and then the second part I cleaned up all the tracks. So I had started with this track with just a bunch of random ideas, and these are what I thought were the best parts of the idea. And then there's still things I need to change or adjust as far as some of the breaks and some of the changes. They're not exactly how I want them. But what I like is, since everything's done on a drum beat, I can basically cut and paste and rearrange the song however I want to. But I've labeled everything at the top. As you can see, here's my intro, and then the beginning, then we have the chorus, and then the guitar comes in, and then the very first vocal comes in here, the very first verse. And then I think I want this to be like a repeatable verse, almost like a chorus, but I'm not sure yet. As far as the lyrics and putting words to that and a vocal melody, that's something that I would like to discuss at some point as well too, is words and melodies and how I come up with those. This is how I have song number 8 arranged, and then I think I'm gonna have a break here. So this is how I start to construct the song for myself, and then here comes verse number 2, and then here's a chorus, and then it goes next, and then I have like a build up, and then here's my repeat verse I think that I wanted to do, that I mentioned that I was thinking of doing here, like maybe repeat it somehow here. And then, you know, the song kind of ends in an instrumental type fashion. So right now the song's at about 3 minutes and 45 seconds. It might go a little longer, it might go a little shorter. I haven't fully decided, but that's where I'm at with song number 8, and that's how I've built it so far. I'm not gonna play it. I just wanted to show where I'm at with the song, because I am trying to hold myself accountable to writing a whole album. So this is my process for this particular song. This song is still the way I normally write. Hopefully in the future I can start using the push here, because I have started using it for writing already, and it's really powerful. So I'm hoping I can start incorporating this into my writing. But for now, since I know that this is solid for me, this is what I'm continuing with while I learn this, because to me this is an entire new instrument, and it took me quite some time to learn Ableton. So now I'm using this. So not that Ableton's that hard, but there's a lot of cool things that Ableton does that I learned. Now I'm glad I've stepped up into this push. Maybe someday I'll get the push 3. For now, I'm having a blast using this one. So thanks for watching, and subscribe and like. Oh, DM me and let me know how you do your looping, if you're doing looping, or if you found this interesting, or maybe you can direct me to something that you found that's kind of cool. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'll see you in the next one.